Pressing Matters. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Raheem. Now, Pressing Matters is a show about vinyl records, whether you're going to a record store, interviewing somebody, just looking at my collection, talking about vinyl. As long as it's about vinyl records, you're going to get that on Pressing Matters. Now, in this episode, I'm interviewing the OG. This is an interview I did a minute ago, and I just finally edited, but I'm interviewing the OG Smitty. Y'all don't know Smitty. He is that guy when it comes to vinyl records. If he don't give you the stamp of approval, you ain't made it when it comes to vinyl content. He was somebody I couldn't wait to get on this show. He was one of the first people I had in mind when I created this show. And the fact that I was able to interview him, I'm good, honestly. So check out this episode, though. Tell me what y'all think, man. And I'll catch y'all next time with another episode of Pressing Matters. Peace.
So, what is an album you think everybody should own on vinyl?
So anybody that's watched any of my content probably know what I'm going to say. Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, if you think about the album, I've been asked this before. If you really sit down and listen, that album covers like every emotion. It's got love, heartbreak. It's got joy. It's got injustice. He touches on everything. So anything you've been through or going through, this album touches on it. It's got soul, funk, jazz, gospel, even a little classical. So
yeah,
it's like you're getting a whole musical education in one album. Just songs like Love's in Need of Love Today. I get so excited when I think about this album, bro. And the production is timeless, of course. The instruments, the arrangements, the vocals. Even when you listen to it today, it still sounds fresh. It's not, you don't feel like it was made in the 70s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's influenced, believe me, it's influenced your favorites. Your favorite artist was influenced by Stevie Wonder, I promise.
Yeah,
I promise.
The album got, I still say, As is the greatest song ever.
Ever.
Like,
yes.
That song, I was like, gosh, like, it's just perfect.
Perfect. And not ass, for the younger people, not ass. Ass.
AS.
Or always, as some people like to call the song.
I got my students to like that song. Well, that I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the biggest accomplishments for me. I was like,
word.
Got these little white kids singing that song.
They probably went home singing. Their parents like, what? No, but I bet you their parents know that song.
Oh yeah, everybody knows that song. That song is like, it's just perfect. If you don't know that song, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like
a lot of people probably have heard it. Most everybody's heard it. They might not know exactly what the name of the song is or who sings it, but everybody's heard that song.
They probably call it Always, yeah.
Oh yeah, Always, right.
Now that I think about it, yeah. Because that album it's perfect to me. So do you have a vinyl that makes you think of your childhood, like growing up?
You know, I definitely do. So it's not some obscure album nobody's heard of or anything. It's actually 1982 Thriller. When Thriller was released, I was 10 years old. I was 10. So my family was super religious, yo. They were super religious, and they called that, stuff like that devil music. So when I would go to my father's side of the house, or side of the family, they listened to, secular music, R&B, soul. So I got that there. And my parents at my mom's house, it was like all gospel. But when Thriller came out, that album became so big, it was like hard for them to keep it away from me. Like everything, commercials, Pepsi, just everywhere. So they kind of, right around that time, they started loosening the reins on me as far as what I could listen to. How can you be mad at, Beat It?
Yeah.
It's a great song. Now, they weren't thrilled about the Thriller video. Of course, they're religious, so they started thinking about the zombies, the devil, and all this stuff. It was wild times. But Thriller is just the videos, because at the time, we had never seen any videos like that. They were like little mini movies. So the videos, just the artistry, period, there was nothing bigger. So Thriller definitely reminds me of my childhood, bro. Definitely.
So I have a question, then a follow-up question. So you said music videos, they weren't making music videos like that around?
I know you've probably seen some. I know you've probably seen some, floating around the internet or whatever, but most videos back then, before the Thriller album, they were usually just cheesy videos of the artist standing behind, you know, a picture hanging on the wall or something, or
okay.
concert footage or fake concert footage. There was no theme. There was nothing. There was nothing. So when Mike came along and started like really making videos, we hadn't seen anything like it. It was crazy. It was like they were like mini movies. Seriously, I know you're a lot younger than me. You don't remember, but bro, can I ask what year were you born?
92.
96. Thanks. You just made me feel so old.
Yeah,
so
up,
old.
I
graduated before you were born, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Graduated high school before you were born. But let me tell you, the videos, to you now, looking at those, you're like, okay, it's a video. Back then, we had never seen anything like it. Anything. So it was crazy. We'd sit there and watch Michael Jackson. We'd record it on VHS and just watch the videos over and over and over again. Me and my friends, just over and over. So that is the one that reminds me of my childhood. Great memories. Great memories.
All right. Do you have what is your favorite from that album?
Favorite song?
Yeah.
Human Nature.
Oh, okay.
Human Nature. That song. I made a video actually a few days ago, and I saw another creator. He had asked if there was one song that you could go back and hear again for the first time, what would it be? And that was my song. As much as I love Stevie and As, that's still the greatest song ever. But something about that Human Nature when I first heard it when I was 10 years old, I don't know. It's just the feeling that song gave me. I would love to, get the Will Smith thing, zap me, erase my memory, go back and hear Human Nature. Yeah, that is my song.
Yeah, that's a song.
Definitely.
I've heard it so many times in my life. Like, I don't even know, like, when's the first time I heard that song. It's just been there. It's always been in rotation. Like,
that's what's wild. I distinctly remember my fifth grade teacher, Mr. Kinney, who I still am in contact with. He was actually here a couple of months ago in Chicago, and we got together, had dinner. It was great. But Mr. Kinney, when we had free time, he would play music on the little record player. And I remember he played Thriller, and we were all so excited. And that's the first time I heard Human Nature, bro. I remember where I was when I heard that song. It was great.
I wish I had that memory with.
Oh man,
that song is such a great song.
Such a great song. Such a great song.
All right,
it's another. Sorry to cut you off. Another one of those songs that never gets old. Never.
The reason why I asked that question too is most of the time I ask that question, black people. I'm gonna just say black people. They always say "Lady in My Life."
That's a great one. I love "Lady in My Life." I love. What is it? I can't wait.
I have a theory that every black person loves "Lady in My Life." Like that's their song. That's why I asked the question. So you didn't work with my theory, but it's all good.
What was the theory? Come on.
My theory is that every black person, "Lady in My Life" is the best song off of that album because the meaning of that song, the production, everything like that. And I think that Thriller is like the worst song to most people.
Now, I will agree with that. That's the song the video was great. Don't get me wrong, but the song, it was good, but not one of those ones I'll play today. If I'm listening to Thriller, I'll skip that one.
Yeah, I don't play it until like Halloween.
Okay. But "Lady in My Life," that's another great one. If I had to choose, "Lady in My Life" probably would be my second favorite song from that album.
Okay.
Yeah, but "Human Nature" is my one. So sorry, black people.
Do you have any advice for anybody who's trying to get into collecting? And also, this is a two-part, I guess. I didn't write it down. Do you collect anything other than vinyl?
You know what? Actually, I do. So I collect CDs as well. I'm disappointed because I went in my mom's basement and I could have swore that I had like all of my CDs from when I was younger, right? And they disappeared. I think my brothers got me, but they won't admit it. But all of them were gone, so I started over. I got a nice little collection. But yeah, when I go to the vinyl shop, I look for CDs. I look for records. Yeah. Every now and then I'll buy a cassette tape. Every now and then. But I'm getting a little older, so it's getting harder for me to read those cassette tapes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hold on real quick. Somebody's knocking on my door.
Yeah, yeah.
Gosh. I don't even know what question I asked
You would
you.
ask me advice for
Oh,
record
advice,
collectors. Yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
So do you have advice for anybody getting into collecting vinyl?
Yeah. So I've thought about this often too, because people ask me in my inbox. So the first thing I would say to anybody that's starting to collect vinyl, you don't know if you're going to like it, first of all. So don't start spending a bunch of money going in just buying all these records. Start with what you like. Go to the $5, the dollar bin, find some good music, get a few, just to see what you like. Spend $20. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Buy what you like. And then if it's been a couple of months, maybe you'll start collecting more. But just don't spend a lot of money on vinyl starting out, because a lot of people start buying because it's the cool thing to do. You see, people online, oh, I'm a vinyl collector. Just buy what you like. You might not want to continue collecting. You don't want to waste a bunch of money. Another one is always check the condition of your records, please. When you're at the store, especially the used records, take it out of the sleeve, hold it up to the light. Look, some of them, most of the old ones are going to have little blemishes and stuff on it, but those deep grooves in it, not grooves, but you know what I'm trying to say, the deep marks in them, the scratches or whatever, that's bad sound. You don't even want to mess with those. So definitely check the condition before you buy that record. I don't care if it's $1, check it. And that leads me into make sure you're cleaning your records, because if your record's dirty, dusty, or whatever, you're not going to get the best sound. And to me, that's part of the great thing about listening to vinyl records. That's sound. So clean your records, people. Clean your records.
You can.
Those are three of my top ones.
Those are good ones.
Yeah.
Because when I first started collecting, nobody was giving me advice. I was learning.
He was just out there.
I damaged some records. Like I did not know what I was doing. Yeah. Like I didn't even know how to put the needle down. Like I didn't know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was messing up everything. Granted, the records that I was like testing out, I bought like $1 record of like something I don't know, because I knew what I wanted to do. But I messed that record up. Like I don't even have it no more. I let my students paint on it. I was like, I messed that record up. Like it was like all scratched up.
Oh wait, can I give a bonus one? Let me give one bonus one. People like to clown. Some vinyl collectors like to clown people that buy the suitcase record players or whatever. F them, right? I hate collector snobs. I hate them. Get what you can afford. If that's all you can afford, okay. You're spending $1, $5 records. If they mess up, who cares? Get what you can afford. And if you find that you're going to keep collecting, you enjoy it, save up, upgrade. It's that simple. So, F all those people that are talking about, oh, you got a suitcase radio. So what? I had a suitcase radio back in the day. Who cares?
Yep. Those people bother me the most.
Oh, man.
The little snobs. Even like the people who, my pet peeve is like, because I'll say vinyl instead of saying vinyl record, right? And there are people who are like, you mean record? And I'm like, you know exactly what I was saying.
Oh my God.
I was like, you want me to say the whole thing out? Like
miserable.
I'm talking about records. Like
people are miserable, yo. Just miserable.
It's crazy. God. I'm like, I'm talking about records. I'm not talking about vinyl for like the floor or anything like that. Like,
God. They just look for something to just disagree with.
Yeah, it's a lot online. It's like I be deleting comments.
Bro, you don't know how many times I get on there with my Twitter fingers and start going in on people, and then I just erase it. I'm like, Smitty, it ain't worth it. Let it go. Just let it go.
I used to go back and forth a lot, and then my younger sister was like, "You need to stop doing this."
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? You're right. The block button is very free.
Yeah, exactly. Because they enjoy it. They love the back and forth. You're sitting over here pissed off, stressing out because you can't get through the phone to get to them. So you're pissed off. So yeah. I just
block.
Yeah, exactly.
I block so many people.
Man.
I spend a day out of every month just like, all right, we're blocking you. blocking you because you said something crazy. Like,
I look at it like this now. Thanks for the engagement. You don't like it, you want to say something bad about it, leave a comment. Thanks for the engagement. It's all good.
nope, I don't even want the engagement no more. Block it. It's like, nope. I think the problem with like the internet is people think they can just say whatever
Yeah,
with no consequence. I'm like, nah, not to me. You will never see
that's
me
what it
again.
is. That's what it is.
Yeah, because there was consequences. Like for
Like he
if I
doesn't
talk
know
crazy
who
to
I
somebody,
am.
because yeah, I was out. I've got punched in the face by people. Like I know, like you talk crazy, it's a consequence.
Hey, listen, this is a small world.
hmm
That's facts. This is a small world.
Like luckily, I got a big family, and my cousins taught me that lesson, so it wasn't a stranger on the street. But I'm like,
Right,
I learned like, oh, I can't
right,
just say
right, right,
whatever I want.
right. Yeah.
So
I mean, you can say what you want. Like they say, you can say what you want, but
there's a
just be
consequence.
ready for the consequences.
There is a consequence.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
um, if you can go to dinner with any artist in your collection, I'm curious because your collection is crazy. Who would be that artist?
You know what, Jamal? I hate to disappoint you, bro. Um, it's not some, again, it's not some obscure artist that nobody's heard of, or it's Stevie Wonder, bro.
Hmm.
It's Stevie Wonder. Again, back to Stevie, bro. It's Stevie. It's the GOAT for me. You got to think about this. Stevie Wonder's been making music since he was a teenager, bro.
Yeah.
He's actually lived through music. He's from the 60s on. Like, he's seen it all. The conversations we could have, the stories would be wild. I mean, imagine hearing about, working with Michael Jackson and Marvin Gaye and all these legends, all these different stories. And I finally got to see Stevie in concert. Stevie's a funny dude. Stevie's a funny dude. So the entertainment factor, just him being funny would be enough for me. But the stories, him being funny, he's very wise. He's a wise guy. If you listen to his interviews or whatever, he's wise. He's an activist too. He's an activist, which I love. He's always been that way. He's a father. He's about his survivor. I'd love to hear that story about. I don't know if he'd want to talk about it, about him having a car accident back in the day that almost killed him. Yeah, it's Stevie for me. It's Stevie for me.
Yeah.
Stevie and non musical artist Muhammad Ali.
That's a great one.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of questions. I'll ask both of them a lot of questions. Stevie,
Oh man,
I'm asking every question about like early Motown,
yes,
all them people he worked with. Like, it's because Marvin
yes.
Gaye. For me, it would be Marvin Gaye, and I just want to know like stuff about Marvin Gaye. Like, just tell me whatever.
Yeah, I want to know how they are. It's like it's like we see the persona on the videos or whatever. I want to know how they really were as
Mhm.
people. Like, what were they like when the lights were off? That stuff
He,
always is just. I'm so curious about that.
yeah, he's been in the industry for so long too. Like,
Oh
I can
man,
tell you so many stories. Like,
so many, so many. And he said he's never retiring, which is great. He said he's never going to retire.
oh, did he say
He said
that?
that recently. Yeah, and I love it. I love it.
He's on the Clips' new album that just
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
on the first song or whatever. So,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, he can always play instruments, so that ain't never gone.
crazy.
That's
So talented.
crazy.
Yeah, but Stevie, I know that's not exciting, people. I know, but it's
What a
Stevie for
great
me,
answer.
man. It's
That's a
Stevie for
great
me.
answer. It's Stevie. Like, who gonna
It's
be mad
Stevie
at
for
somebody
me.
saying Stevie?
I mean, you got a wide range of people watching your
Yeah,
stuff. A big, you got young people, you got older people. So Stevie Wonder, that might not be an exciting answer for some of those, but it's all good.
that's one of the best answers though. Because who wouldn't want to talk to Stevie Wonder?
Man,
Like, I
oh
think
my
something's
God.
wrong with you if you don't want to talk to Stevie Wonder.
I'm gonna meet him one day. I'm putting it in the atmosphere. I will meet Stevie one day. One day.
You went to the concert when he was doing like
Yes.
the series and stuff like
No,
that?
when he was here, yes, bro. So this is it's a wild story. He he was coming here. They made the announcement, and of course, that was a time where I wasn't going to be here. I was going to be out of the country. I was or I almost canceled my trip. I almost canceled my trip. I was like, I can go here anytime. We ended up going out of the country. Well, um, no, take that back. We were going out of the country when he was coming, but a few weeks later, I'm just scrolling, and they added a date for Chicago, and it was on a Saturday, bro. I got those tickets as soon as they went on sale. I couldn't believe it. Like they added a date. It was God. It was God.
Yeah, we were me and like all my friends in the group chat. We was like, dang, he wasn't coming to the West Coast. And I was like, dang. And I was like, how much would this flight be though? Hold up.
Yeah, because that was my next step. I was gonna take a flight somewhere. I was gonna catch it, but when he said he was coming here, there's no way I would have missed
I
that.
think we were looking at going to the Chicago date. But I was like, I got too much going on.
Right.
Like, I don't know if I can be able to do it.
Yeah.
I should have did it.
You should have did it, bro. You should have did it.
But
he's never gonna retire, so chances are you may get another chance.
I just gotta be in the same
just in the building. It doesn't matter where you sit, bro. Our tickets weren't that great. They weren't that great. I mean, they were okay, but they weren't that great. Not ideal for where I would like to have sit. But you can be anywhere in the building, bro. That just you could in the atmosphere was just you saw young kids, you saw people that looked like they were in their 80s, bro. Just everybody and singing the songs word for word. It was wild. It was great.
Man, I got it. Yeah,
it was great.
That's something I got to do.
The only thing is, he has so many hits, right? And you want him to sing this song and this song, and some of them he didn't get to because he has too many. He'd be there for a week straight just singing songs. So that's the only thing. Some of your favorite, well, you have so many favorites, but some of them he didn't get to because he couldn't. But it was still the show was amazing.
He don't even have to do some of my favorites. He don't have to sing.
He can just play the piano. I would have been happy. I would have been happy with him talking and playing the piano.
I'd be like, this is the greatest show I've ever been to.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was amazing.
There's very few artists that like left that I really want to see.
Yeah,
I've seen almost everybody I wanted to see. He's on that list. I'm like, man, if I get a chance.
I dropped the ball with Michael Jackson and Prince. I never got to see them. And the Prince, where I worked at, they actually gave us tickets when Prince was in Chicago. They had a bunch of tickets for employees, and I couldn't go. It was another night that I couldn't go, and he died shortly after.
Dang.
So, yeah, I regret that to this day.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, it's so weird with him. So like the day that he passed away is my older sister's birthday.
Oh, wow.
And his birthday is the same as her daughter.
Oh, wow. Are you serious?
So every time
that's like, crazy.
That's how I'm like, oh,
that is crazy.
I feel bad for her every year. Because the day he died, like we were literally celebrating my sister, and then it came across the TV. We're on the West Coast, so like we get stuff like it's still in the daytime when it's happening. Yeah. And we literally like the whole day.
Right.
I said, dang.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where you remember where you were.
Every year she got to deal with that now, though. I'm like,
man, she got the birth date and the death in the same house. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm like, geez.
Man, that's rough. That's rough.
Yeah, I always send her like a Michael Jackson song too. I'd be trolling her, but yeah, she deal with it every year.
That's mean, Jamal.
She'll get over it. At this point, she just expects it.
Right.
She's doing it for like over 10 years. But what album, I guess, would you say is a soundtrack of your life? This is a weird question too. I don't even know.
I love that question. That's a good question. That's a great question, actually. And what's crazy is, again, I did a video a while back, and I said, if they were making a movie about you, what producers would you pick? Producer would you pick to do the soundtrack to your life movie? And I picked Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis because they're the best. And what's funny is they actually produced this album that I would consider the soundtrack to my life. So the album I would choose is New Edition Heartbreak. Let me explain why. So I was a young dude. I was in high school when it came out. Me and the guys in New Edition are literally the same age, yo. We're the same age. We kind of grew up together literally from Candy Girl all the way until now,
Yeah, kids.
Yeah. Yeah. So seeing them in the magazines, the word ups, seeing the videos, watching them trying to find their voice and growing up. I was in the same boat. I was trying to, you know, go from being a teenager into that man zone, you know. And then the album, again, just like Songs in the Key of Life, it covered everything. It covered love, covered heartbreak, betrayal, everything that I went through as a teenager, you know, your first puppy love or whatever, getting your heart broke, getting betrayed in my case. But yeah, so again, they were going through the same stuff I was going through. And like I said, it marked a transition from them becoming, like, my favorite song from the album is Boys to Men. And they were literally becoming boys and growing into men.
Were they like 17, 18 when the album came out?
Yeah. And this sound was like more adult, you know. This was after Bobby left. For some people that don't know, Bobby Brown left the group. Johnny Gill came in with that, you know, more older voice. So this album was their intention to like grow from that popcorn R&B to, you know, adult music, and they succeeded. And again, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, absolute geniuses.
I was not thinking that album.
Yeah. And again, it still holds up. If you listen to it, I mean, you could tell it wasn't made today, but it still holds up. The music is it's great. The production is second to none. It's amazing. New edition.
Do they have a anything like a documentary on Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis? Is there one on them? Somebody should do it.
I haven't seen any official documentaries. You see some things people put together on YouTube or whatever. I actually thought about doing one for YouTube, but you see those, and of course you can see interviews and everything. But officially, no. Officially, not that I know of, and I think I would know because I love Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis. Talk about stories.
Yeah. Man. That's what I'm saying. They don't really get talked about enough. Like when you talk about like impact.
No. The people that know. The people that know. Like, you know how they say, if you know, you know. Yeah, but they definitely don't get the recognition they deserve.
Yeah, because they have like a whole list of people they have like.
And people you wouldn't even think that they produce for. Yeah.
They need to get on that. Especially they can still be involved right now.
Come on, man. Let's start a crowdfunding thing and get one made. Let's
start like the time to do it.
Seriously. They definitely need one.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I was like, do they have a documentary? Like,
I don't think they have an official one. No. Of course, you'll see them on some of the Prince documentaries talking about when they played with them. But yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
At least like BET can at least do something.
Yeah, come on, BET. I think they maybe have. I don't even know if they have an unsung.
They don't think so.
They may, but I don't remember. I don't remember seeing one. I like to think I keep up with everything dealing with
I don't think they do.
Yeah. But they don't really have that, you know, that tragic story. The dope fiend story, the going broke story, you know, the unsung story. They don't really have that. So I don't know if they'd be a good fit.
Yeah, they don't have enough controversy.
Right, exactly.
There's no controversy. It's just like, oh, they produce good music.
Yeah. That's it.
People don't want to hear that.
Yeah, man. But yeah, any heartbreak, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis.
All right, the last question that I ask. If you're on a desert island, you only can take 5 vinyl from your collection. What are those albums? And I'm curious.
That's funny you ask. Again, I just made a video recently. No, take that back. Somebody asked me what were my 5, and I posted it on my story. So no particular order except for number 1, Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder. Definitely going with me. And then on that one, you get actually 3 in 1. You get two albums and a 45. So yeah, exactly. So Songs in the Key of Life, the Foreign Exchange Connected album, their debut. Gotta go with me. Gotta go with me.
That's a 5.
Yeah. Another debut, Jill Scott. Who is Jill Scott? That is Jill. Yeah. That one's going with me. So we got Stevie, we got Jill, we got the Foreign Exchange. What were the other two? Off the Wall by Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Off the Wall, not Thriller. Love Thriller, but Michael Off the Wall is superior. Argue with your mama.
I agree on that.
Yeah, Off the Wall, and what is that last album? And a lot of hip hop and Tribe Called Quest fans got after me when I said this, but Midnight Marauders instead of, yeah. Look, great albums, of course. They're neck and neck, but I don't know. Midnight Marauders is the one for me. Yeah, that's the one for me. Midnight Marauders, Tribe Called Quest.
They got mad at you over that one?
They didn't get mad. They kind of got in my inbox like, bro, seriously, Midnight Marauders? I'm like, hey, it's subjective, man. That's fine.
I mean, Low End Theory that's
it's
my
great
favorite album, so that's probably why. That's why I said, But it's not Midnight Marauders.
It's not. They're not that far apart.
I would say this. I think Midnight Marauders is a better album. Low End Theory just like when I really start paying attention to music. Like I went back and listened to that album for like, I mean, I heard it a lot growing up, but like listening to it like on my own, I was able to hear like the samples and hear stuff like that. That's when I was like, oh, this is different. So the album has a special place to me, but I personally think Midnight Marauder is probably a better album. Like, but Low End Theory is.
If they said, well, Smitty, sorry, you can't take Midnight Marauders. We got to give you Low End. I'm not mad. I'm great. That's great. Give it to me. But Midnight Marauders is just that one for me. So those are my five.
Is Tribe your favorite hip hop group of all time?
Without a doubt.
Okay.
Without a doubt. Not even close. Yeah, and they've got some great groups. A lot of people say Outkast, love Outkast, but it's not even close for me. For me.
Tribe is Tribe probably. Yeah, I probably have Tribe higher than a lot of people. Because I think I've said this. I think they are like responsible for like a whole genre.
Absolutely.
Like a whole sound.
Absolutely.
Because without them, I don't think we get even like people like Kendrick's.
No,
I don't think we get Lil Brother.
No.
I don't think we get any of that stuff without Tribe. So
no. Tribe literally, when they came out, literally molded my taste in hip hop. Because before I was straight boom bap. That's all I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
But when Tribe came out, and because I'm a jazz lover and the samples they use, I was like, oh, this is heaven. And like literally, when they came out, that was it for me.
So I don't know why people would get that disappointed at Midnight Marauders.
They couldn't believe it. Bro, you'd be surprised some of the comments and inboxes I get when I make a list of my top 5 or top 10. People get mad at me for my taste. I'm like, really? They call me crazy and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, bro, chill out, relax.
I made a video like when I first got on TikTok, and this one I was like, oh, they just be talking. I said my favorite Jay-Z songs. I listed my favorite Jay-Z songs, and it was like, this over this, you're crazy. I'm like, these are my favorite songs.
Did you see my? So make your list.
What? How are you arguing
make
with me
your own list?
Right.
Crazy.
So, but
that's better to do.
Yeah, the internet. Is there anything you want to add before we close on out?
No. So I have my own podcast, me and a buddy of mine, but this is only the second podcast I've done outside. I did one last weekend because I told myself I was going to be trying to do more podcasts now. Because believe it or not, some people can't. They'll say, "Oh, Smitty, he doesn't mind talking in front of people or being on camera." I'm petrified of being on camera, bro.
Really?
Petrified. I'm shy. I'm shy, but I can fake the funk when I need to. You put me in a room with people, I'll survive. I'm good. You will never think that I'm shy or, an introvert, but that is me all day. But I told myself I gotta get out of that box. I gotta start being out there. So thanks for having me on. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, when you said that on your pod, I was like, no.
I'm serious.
That's serious. Crazy to me.
Yeah.
You actually are. Okay.
Absolutely.
I would say
but I'm getting better.
I would say this. Like you are probably like the vinyl guy on TikTok.
Oh man.
I don't know if you know this.
No, I don't, but I appreciate that, bro.
So like when like your stuff come up, like people talk about it, like people like at least I'm cool with, like your setup. They always talk about your setup. Like I'm like, you're the vinyl guy on TikTok. I hope you
Oh
know this.
man, no, I don't. I appreciate that, bro.
You're like the vinyl page of
Hey,
vinyl pages. So
listen, I started this a couple of years ago in my basement. I got a record player down there. Again, I'm an introvert, but you know how you got that fire music and you want other people to hear it too. You're like, oh, this is. I was like, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to go outside. So this was like my way of listening to music with other people, but we don't have to be in the same house. You feel me? So I started doing that. Playing, I would just show, records playing on the turntable. None of me. I didn't show my face for a while. Then finally I was like, you know what? These people don't pay my bills. I don't know these people. So I started getting on camera and here we are. Here we are. It's easier now. It's a little easier now, but yeah.
Yeah.
Smitty Soul Shack.
That's why when you said you would do this, I said, "Oh,
of course I would, man." I've been following you since I got on TikTok. Yeah, shortly after I got on TikTok, you came across. Absolutely.
But thank you for coming on. This has been Pressing Matters. I've been your host, Jamal Radio Raheem, and I'll catch y'all next time.
Soul Shack.